down the back stretch. Stan Plosky moved into that second spot. Will Cagle got away barely, and Gary Blue goes up to take that lead as they go down into turn number 3 with Plosky in that second position. All right, Blue out there in that number 1 spot. Here comes Stan Plosky. Plosky moving through that number 1 corner. We can tell the punches they come. Jimmy Horton. And Horton taking a drive up on the outside. Jimmy Horton making a drive. He's got the number 3 position as they head down the back straightaway. And Horton trying to close in on your leaders. Big Cozy working on Will Cagle. We got a caution out. A tremendous down there in the number 1 corner. Fred Hearn has moved into 4th. Will Cagle 5th. Kenny Brightfield 6th. Frank Cozy in 7th. Glenn Fitzgerald makes a pit stop. And the leaders are winging out there on 36 laps. We've got a yellow. They'll hold their spot. Horton and Plosky going to make a pit stop. Plosky going to his pit stop. Horton racing down to go in for fuel. Mandatory pit stop. Keep your eyes on the pit crew. The unsung heroes. Watch them dumping that fuel. Holding the Glenn Fitzgerald comes back on the speedway. Plosky out first. Horton out behind him. Fred Hearn is the leader, ladies and gentlemen, in the number 20. There goes Kenny Brightfield. He made a pit. He was running up there in 6th spot. Was it Rudiman? Fuel leaking out of the back of that as he comes out on the speedway. And now Gary Ballou putting the pressure on Corrales. Look at Horton, trap them as they go down the back chute. Here comes Ballou. Ballou trying the inside groove over there in turn number 3. It's Ballou. Ballou comes down in the inside. He's got the lead. Gary Ballou's got the lead. Tommy Corrales second, and now Horton wants to come up to that number 2 spot. Horton working up to number 2. Now they go through that number 2 corner. Defending champion Gary Ballou heading down the back chute. Here comes Jimmy Horton working on that number 2 spot. Horton trying to set up. He digs. He comes up to the outside. Now goes to the inside. Jimmy Horton shuffling away in that number 3 turn. Watch what he does in turn number 4. Swinging up wide. Is he going to try it? Here he comes. Oh, he got trouble. Cagle in the front chute. Cagle's in trouble. Car number 24. Caution flag coming out for car number 24, Will Cagle. Cagle is fired up, moves out under his own power. Come your leaders now, Horton and Ballou. Horton's going to try to pull on him, but they trap down the front chute. Ballou diving down 3 spot is Stan Pulaski. Has just gotten away on number 3 position on Fuzzy Rudiman. Frank Cozy now running 5th, and Cozy trying to close in on Rudiman. Down the back chute, Blue down in that number 3 corner. Blue gets up a little bit wide, but he brings it right back in on the inside. White flag being ready. Down they come, ladies and gentlemen. The white is out. The last lap. Look out, Fuzzy Rudiman. Right out of front two. Oh, bad break for Fuzzy Rudiman. A caution coming out here, ladies and gentlemen. 99 laps are in. A bad break for two-time Schaefer International champion Fuzzy Rudiman of Zephyr Hills, Florida. You see the wheel. It's still in motion down there towards turn number 1. And Fuzzy, coming out of his 00 racer, he says, how bad can the luck be? He is okay. He comes out. All right, pace car is pulled in. Gary Ballou, your leader, drawn right up on the rear bumper is Tommy Corellis. Here comes Corellis. Here comes Ballou. Down they come out of the corners. The green is flashed out. Down they come. Corellis giving it the last minute time. Tommy Corellis flying on the inside. Gary Ballou pulls him down through that number 1 corner. Let's see what happens. Oh, Pulaski drops back to 4th. Cozy gets up to 3rd now. Frank Cozy moving into that number 3 spot. And look at Cozy motor. Cozy motoring down the back chute. Gary Ballou, though, he's still your leader. He draws about a 4 or 5 car length lead between the corners. Checkered flag being ready. Down they come out of turn number 4. In. Wait a minute. Here they come. Who's going to be? Ballou, your winner. Dr. Pepper. Tommy Corellis in 2nd. Frank Cozy 3rd. Finishing 4th, ladies and gentlemen, the Stan Pulaski, number 27.
Starting outside of the number 1 row, in starting position number 2 is car number 44, another New Jersey driver, this time from Rutland, New Jersey. It's Frank Cozy in the number 44. Starting 4th in the field will be car number 73, Billy Osmond, a former winner of this event, driving the Ferriolo & Sons gremlin-bodied car numbered 73, Billy Osmond. Starting 3rd in car number 60, another former winner of this race. In fact, he won it on 2 occasions. He won in 1972 and in 1973 from Zephyr Hills, Florida, in the number 60 automobile, Emil Buzzy Rudiman. Starting in position number 6 will be car number 12A. From Schenectady, New York, the Deming Motors entry, the driver is Jumpin' Jack Johnson. And starting beside Johnson on the inside of row number 3, in starting position number 5, the statewide racing team entry, the number 3 of Jimmy Horton. Horton out of Somerset, New Jersey, and the number 3 automobile starts 5th in the field for the 1979 Schaefer International 200. Starting in position number 7 from Pleasant Grove, North Carolina, driving car number 24X, the car out of Connecticut. The driver, as I said, from Pleasant Grove, North Carolina, Jeff Bodine, the number 24X, the 7th fastest qualifier for the 1979 Schaefer International 200. And starting in position number 8 this year in car number 20. Last year he was the rookie of the race, so he's now in his 2nd ever Schaefer event. He's from New Jersey. Young driver Brett Hearn in the number 20, the Van Ernstine gremlin-bodied modified.
And now down the front chute, the green is out, up the... Frank Cozy gets away on top and moves out of turn number 2 in the number 1 spot. Racing right behind him is Ken Bren. And moving into that 3rd spot, coming up strong is Buzzy Rudiman. And behind him, Billy O. And they come through that turn, racing in that order. Taking the lead immediately. Cozy got it charging. And along the inside, they're dicing for spots. Comes Buzzy on the inside, dicing for 2nd spot. Right on his rear bumper is Billy O. And then charging Jackie Johnson, moving up in the fourth spot.
Now we have trouble in turn number 2. Car up against the wall.
Pouch in the Acela Chrysler Plymouth Special, owned by Joe Scarmadella. Billy from Stockton, New Jersey. So Billy the Kid brings out the first yellow. Is second. Jimmy Horton now working on that number 3 spot. Horton up on a high cushion. Horton making tracks up on the outside. He and Jack Johnson going for that number 3 spot. Johnson riding third. Jimmy Horton is now fourth. Horton, he's going to give him a try on the inside. Down a pack chute into that number 3 corner. It's still Jack Johnson in the number 3 spot. Billy O seems to be closing in just a little bit on leader Kenny Bren as they tuck it down into the number 1 turn. Here comes third, fourth, and fifth place. Jack Johnson riding third. Billy O slips underneath. Over there in the number 2 corner, it's Billy Osmond now taking the lead on Kenny Bren as he got a break over there in turn number 2. Osmond, your new leader. Oh, in trouble right here. Car number 19 coming unglued. Hale Bunning. Bunning, who was running real well, unloaded that power plant. Slowing things down here just a little bit. Billy O sets the pace. He's setting a slower pace right now. He's bringing them down through the short chute into turn number 4. Here they come, charging out of that number 4 corner. The hammer is down, and Billy O moves out. But look at Gary Blue. Gary Blue trying a slingshot. Oh, Gary Blue fourth, the second spot, and he's going into the lead. Defending champion Gary Blue making a move on the outside.
Blue comes from the second row to the first row, and he chases down. We have trouble here on the back straight. Jimmy Horton is sideways. Cars way over the Speedway. Horton up and over the Gary Golub number 16. They continue to pile in. Actually, no significant problems other than Horton's car is upside down. Jimmy Horton's car upside down. Glenn Fitzcharles out of the 111 immediately to administer to fellow driver Jimmy Horton. But Horton's ride, a rather soft one, over the top of Gary Golub in the 16. Golub out. Clayton Houston out of his car number 72. All the drivers rushing to the scene of Jimmy Horton. Horton's car up and over the number 16, resting on its roof now. Other cars involved in the tangle, the 81, the 17 of Scott Tobias, the 57 of Tommy Corellis, the 4 of Lou Lazaro, the 14J of Alan Johnson, the 29 of Bobby Gerhardt, the 711 of Darrell Welty, the 22 of Dave Lape, and the 24X of Jeff Bodine. It would appear that all drivers are okay. They're administering to the number 3 of Horton. Although Horton is not out of the car.
They come for the white flag. Jack Johnson drives through the number 4 corner, strokes it just a little bit. Now he torques it. Oh boy, is he laying it down. 34-188. Jack Johnson, 1 lap to go for victory. Johnson moves down the back into the number 2 corner. Jack Johnson, Schenectady, New York. He opens up a lead. Will Cagle takes away the number 2 spot. Buzzy Rudeman's in trouble as they go down the back straightaway. Kenny Bren moves up to the number 3 position. Trouble up there. Here comes your leader. Off the number 4 corner, it's gonna be Jack Johnson of Schenectady, New York, your winner. Will Cagle second, Kenny Bren is third.